My name is Carrazana-Suarez. I'm the current shoulder and elbow fellow at UPMC, and I come from the University of Puerto Rico. The fellowship starts on August 1st and runs through July 31st. It's a whole year, a whole calendar year. And I chose UPMC because differently from a lot of the shoulder and elbow fellows out there, they do have a fair amount of elbow cases. Not only, it's not a purely shoulder fellow. You have probably, I'm in my fourth month of the fellowship, and I'll say that we have a roughly between 15 and 20% elbow cases. So it's not a purely shoulder fellow. Most of the shoulder and elbow fellows are very shoulder biased. They do like 95% of cases are only shoulder. And this is one of the few fellowships that you'll have a fair amount of volume in elbow pathology. I come from Puerto Rico, and there are not a lot of elbow surgeons in Puerto Rico. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one person in Puerto Rico that see the most of the elbow cases in Puerto Rico. So, and there's a lot of shoulder surgeons. So I wanted to go to a fellowship that not only I will be learning shoulder surgery, but I will get a good experience in elbow surgery because that's greatly needed in Puerto Rico. Dr. Schmidt is one of the surgeons with the most cases for distal biceps tear and repairs, which is a surgery I enjoy a lot. And he has his own technique, and it's really great. And seeing other attendings and the way they do it, and being going to different hospitals, so you see different systems. That's one of the things that I enjoy the most because you get different perspectives from very smart people that are teaching you. This fellowship is very complete on that. You'll get a lot of surgery. Right now, I'm in my fourth month, and I'm on pace to do more than 450 or 500 cases, which is great. Um, it's very hands-on. You'll have your own OR, and you get your cases, and but also it's academic heavy. We have conference every week. We have journal clubs every month. There is a lot of research opportunity, and you will get with Dr. Schmidt. He has a clinic south of the city, so you will see also a more community-based practice. So if that's your goal, you'll see a little bit of everything: academics, private, community-based practice, and it's a very hands-on, surgically wise. We have two core faculties, Dr. Schmidt and Dr. Soterianos. They are both whole upper extremity trained surgeons in shoulder, elbow, and hand. So more with Dr. Soterianos, but you will get a fair amount of hand surgery if you are interested. Um, they do things differently, but that's great because you see two different perspectives. And also, we have the opportunity to rotate with Dr. Albert Lin. He's part of the sports fellowship, and he's double fellowship trained in sports and shoulder and elbow. Um, Dr. Lin has a unique practice because he will see either young patients with instability or all patients who need more arthroplasty. So he has a unique set of patients. It's either a reverse or a total versus an instability case. Um, and Dr. Maimahan, he's part of our faculty too. I rotate with him once a month, and he's the head of orthopedic surgery in the VA. So we see a different set of patients in the VA. Dr. Schmidt is a great mentor. You're gonna spend the most time of the fellowship with him, and he'll teach you how to do things from the OR to the clinic, so you can set up your practice in a way that is efficient, and you're a great surgeon too. So he's a role model to follow, and I'm really happy to be working with him. My goal is I'm doing a second fellowship after this one in trauma. That's my personal interest. But after that, I wish to go back to Puerto Rico and to serve a community that it's more than 3 million people, and we only have about 100 orthopedic surgeons. So it's in need of good quality surgeons, and I think this fellowship is gonna give me all the tools to go back and provide good shoulder and elbow care. I did my whole medical career in Puerto Rico, and then I applied for the fellowship here at UPMC, and my goal is to return there because first I trained there, so it's like I owe them something, and and there is great need of good orthopedic surgeons there. Bring I think I am the first. I'm not 100% sure, but probably I'm the first Puerto Rican to be trained at a UPMC facility. So we need to get our name out there and get name recognition because we are accredited, we are U.S. citizens. Not everybody knows that sometimes, but uh, I want to bring the Pittsburgh and UPMC name back to Puerto Rico, and give uh, quality surgery and care to my patients there. The schedule will change from rotation to rotation, but basically you'll have 3.5 OR days per week, one clinic day, and half day for research, because every other Friday you'll have surgery, but the next Friday you'll have research time, protected time, so you can do research, or you can go to the lab and do dissections or practice on your skills. And there is opportunity to do prospective or retrospective studies if you are interested. All of the attendings, they have a well documented practice, so it will be really easy to just start a new study, and I think it will be fairly done in 1 year, because you have a good supporting staff and people that um, Dr. Schmid, Dr. Lin, they have published a lot. Dr. Maimehan, Dr. Soterianos, they're experts on uh, uh, research and publishing papers. So you have a really experienced faculty that's going to guide your research, and the opportunity is there to do as much research as you want. It's not mandatory. It will depend on your interest. In this fellowship, we are a family. We have a big staff. We have two engineer master students at the lab. We have a lab manager. We have great staff for our coordinator and our practice manager. Um, and the attendings are great. We have fun. We usually go out for dinner with Dr. Schmidt, Dr. Soterianos. Um, we even have a top golf tournament. There's a top golf nearby Pittsburgh, so uh, we took all the lab staff to go there and have fun. And so we'll want you here. I mean, that's how I feel. I feel like this is my family. We have fun, and it's a great place to be. The city of Pittsburgh is a great city. So far, I have no complaints. I live in an area called Shady Side. We have restaurants and bars at a walking distance. I mean, it's COVID season, so it's not it's not the full experience, but so far I cannot complain. I come from a Puerto Rico, which with a tropical hot weather, and so far the cold has not been terrible. I know it's gonna get colder, but it's very manageable, and I have the city has a great view. You'll get to see uh, Mount Washington. It's a great view of the city. You'll see the three rivers and the whole downtown. And there are a lot of places to go to enjoy with family, farms, and now it's apple picking season and pumpkin patches and stuff like that. So it's gonna be great. You're gonna love it.